Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good people. My name is Nathaniel Wood, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Predictions by a Casual. My name is Nathaniel Wood, and I'm the casual fan. And I'd like to welcome you all fight fans to another edition of A Casual Perspective. This is where I make picks during fight nights, UFC fight nights. And it's been a good week to good people. This week we had another organization, Bellator, had their fight night. I don't usually do Bellator fight nights picks, but I might start. Anyway, let me share the hold on. I didn't pull it up yet. Can hear the kitty over there. I don't know if you can hear him. He's trying to get out. He doesn't go out. Let me pull up this tonight's fight card, which is going to be an exciting fight card. The main event is, I'm looking forward to it. It's a fight that I'm really excited about. Boom, there we go. Welcome. I made all my picks today, so like this video it'll be timely, it'll be good, short. Anyway, first fight of the evening is Mr. Nathaniel the Prospect Wood from England. Oh yeah, this is UFC Fight Night 3. Taking place in Fight Island 3, UFC Fight Island 3, and Mr. Nathaniel Wood kicks it off versus John Sexy Mexi Castaneda from the USA. And on this one, I picked Mr. Wood to win. Boom. Because Mr. Sexy Mexi is making his UFC debut, and I don't know. I haven't seen him fight, and Mr. Wood is a proven. He's not a proven veteran, but he's a proven UFC fighter with three wins, 1 loss in his UFC career. So I pick him to win. Next fight, it's in the welterweight division. Mr. Ramazan Goretzov from Russia is gonna be fighting Nicholas Green Mask Stolze from Germany. Mr. Stolze is also making his UFC debut, so nothing against him. I'm just going against somebody who has some fight experience in the UFC on this one. So, boom, I pick Mr. Evloev to win. The next fight of the evening, the first ladies fight of the evening. We have 2 ladies fight, and actually, this is the most fights I've ever seen in a fight card, good people. I think there's about 15 fights tonight. Anyway, on this one, the next fight is Beth Pitbull Collier. I think it's Collier. And she's going to be fighting Pani Banzai Kianzad. I've never seen Miss Banzai Kianzad win. Oh, fight, not win. I've never seen her fight. I've seen Miss Collier fight before. She's fought some really good fighters in the UFC. And I pick her to win just because of her experience. I don't know about Miss Kianzad's the Banzai experience, but I'm gonna pick Miss Collier to win on this one. Boom, and that's in the women's bantamweight. I love that division. It's not the deepest women's division, but they have a good champ, probably who will be reigning for a while. Anyway, next fight, it's Tana, the Bulldozer Bosa versus Rafael Bebezao Pessoa from Brazil. Mr. Boza's from Canada, Mr. Pessoa's from Brazil. And I'm really excited to see Mr. Bulldozer fight again. I think this is his second fight in like as many months. So I'm excited. I think the last time he came out, he won, and he won really, really well. That's why he's fighting again in such a short span of time. Pick him to win. Next fight. What are your picks, by the way? Tell me your picks. Comment down your picks if you feel like it, or how you do. And just a disclaimer, I don't gamble on this. I just make these picks for your entertainment, for my entertainment mostly. Anyway, next fight, Mr. Movsa. It's in the featherweight. Mr. Movsa Evloev from Russia is gonna be fighting Mr. Mike Grandi from England. And on this one, Mr. Evloev is undefeated on this one. And Mr. Grandi has only one loss to his name. So I picked Mr. Grandi to give Mr. Evloev his first loss of his career, of his MMA career. There you go. There you go. Next fight. Oh, today we're going fast. I'm going fast. It's a lot of fights, good people. Next fight is a heavyweight fight. Some big guys, some big guys. Mr. Thomas Pinal from England making his debut against Jake, the prototype Collier. I picked Mr. Collier to win on this one. I think I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change my pick, good people. I'm gonna change my pick on this one and go with Mr. Tom Espinal, who's making his UFC debut. Boom. I pick him to win. Next fight, good people. Welterweight, Mr. Nicolas Locomotivo Dalby is going to be fighting Jesse, the Body Snatcher Ronson. That's such a cool name, the Body Snatcher. I like that. I also like Locomotivo. It's a good nickname. I think it means car, locomotive. I don't know. I don't speak Dane. He's from Denmark. Mr. Ronson is from Canada. And I picked Mr. Dalby to win this fight. Is it? No, it's not his debut. He only has one fight in the UFC. It's a win. And I pick him to continue his winning ways. Next fight. It's a lightweight. Mr. Trinaldo, Francisco Massaranduba Trinaldo from Brazil is going to be fighting Jai, the Black Country Banger Herbert from England. He's making his UFC debut. And on this one, I'm going with Mr. Trinaldo just because I've seen him fight. He's a veteran. I think you can call him a veteran, yeah, of the fight game, of the UFC, of the fight game. And boom. And that's going to be the featured event of the prelims. Those are 7 fights already, good people. That's going to be some long night. Tonight's going to be a long night, good people. It's going to be a long night. So there you go. And then now we go to the main card. Some exciting fights in the main card. The first one is Mr. Kamzat Bors Chimaev from Sweden. I actually thought he was from Russia or something with his name, but he's from Sweden. He's fighting Rhys Skeleto McKee from England. Mr. Rhys Skeleto is making his UFC debut, and I picked him to win just because I like his nickname, Skeleto. He is a good cartoon character. If you know the Skeleto, I don't know if he's named after the Skeleto, but boom, there you go, good people. Mr. McKee to win the first fight of the main card. Next fight, welterweight. Alex Cowboy Oliveira from Brazil is going to be fighting Peter Sobota from Germany. This was a tough pick for me. I don't know why, but I decided just to go with my I decided to go with my heart and pick Mr. Oliveira. He's got some really good fight experiences. I like his energy when he comes out dancing and stuff. So he's someone who's always ready to rumble, and I pick him. Next fight, it's a light heavyweight fight. I think this is gonna be a good one. Mr. Paul Bear Jew Craig from Scotland. I like his nickname. I saw his nickname and I was like, well, have I seen that before? And I think and I believe it's from Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards. There's a character nicknamed the Bear Jew. And so over here, the Bear Jew from Scotland is going to be fighting Mr. Gazimurad Antigulov from Russia. Nothing against Mr. Antigulov, but I'm going to go with the Bear Jew. The Bear Jew. Not Jew. The Bear Jew to win tonight. Boom. Continue his winning ways. There you go. Next fight, it's a women's strawweight, the ladies strawweight. The last fight, the second fight of the ladies this evening. the Cookie Monster Carla Esparza is gonna be fighting Miss Marina Rodriguez from Brazil. And on this one, I really wanted to pick Mr. Esparza, but Miss Esparza, but I wasn't impressed by her last win. I think she beat the karate hottie Michelle Watterson. I thought that fight was gonna be more exciting than it was, and it wasn't. I wasn't really impressed by any of the two fighters. So on this one, I'm gonna go with Miss Rodriguez over here to win. She's undefeated also. She's undefeated. 12 wins in her career, no losses, two draws. So boom, pick Miss Rodriguez from Brazil. Is it Rodriguez? I don't know. I think it's Rodriguez. And then the next fight, good people. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. Mr. Alexander Demola Gustafsson is making his debut in the heavyweight division. I watched the weigh-ins. He looked big, good people. He looked big. And he's fighting against one of my favorite fighters right now. Not right now, but always, Fabricio Vai Cavallo Vadum, or Cavallo Vadum from Brazil. Mr. Gustafsson is from Sweden. And on this one, I really wanted to pick Mr. Vadum to win because he's a former champ. He's a former champ. He's a former heavyweight champ. And Mr. Gustafsson has never held a belt in his life. He's fought for the belt at least 3 times that I can recall. And on this occasion over here, even though he's fighting a former champ, I think he's also got champ mentality. So I'm picking Mr. Gustafsson to kick off his debut in the heavyweight with a win. Boom. I think it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight. He's going to show off some striking, hopefully. Mr. Vadum, I know he's going to try to take him down, probably submit him. I don't think Mr. Vadum is going to try to strike with Gustafsson. Gustafsson has really good hands. So I pick Mr. Gustafsson to win over here. And then the co-main event. Oh, that fight could even have been a co-main event, good people. And I'm surprised it wasn't. But co-main event, light heavyweight fight, it's going to be veterans. These are 2 UFC veterans, Mauricio Shogun Hua versus Antonio Minotauro Nogueira. And this one, there's some good, like some fighters. I don't want to say they're past their prime, but it's good they're fighting. It's good they're fighting. It's good they still have like that oomph going for them, that they need to come out, show that they can still do this, still bang with the best. And I like this. This is one of my favorite fights of the evening. And on this one, I pick Mr. Shogun Hua. What is it? I'm not sure if Mr. Hua has ever held the light heavyweight belt. I cannot remember, but I pick Mr. Shogun Hua to win this fight against his fellow Brazilian, Minotauro Nogueira. And boom, good people. That's that. Now we go to the main event of the evening. This is going to be a good fight. In my opinion, I hope it goes all 5 rounds. Somebody might get knocked out. Good people. But I hope it goes all 5 rounds. And it's going to be Robert the Reaper Whittaker versus Darren the Gorilla Till. I think this is Mr. Till's second fight in the middleweight division. Mr. Whittaker is coming off a loss to Stylebender Israel Adesanya. Mr. Till is coming off a win from Kelvin Gastelum. And on this one, good people, I decided to go with the former champ. On any other day, I would have gone with Mr. Till, but he's fighting a champ, and I feel like he's jumped over a lot of fighters. And sometimes matchups makes fights, good people. He might win this one. I think there's a 45% chance that he wins this one, but that 5% is all the difference, good people. So I'm gonna go with the Reaper to get back on the win column and hopefully challenge for the title next. Hopefully. I do not know. Anyway, those are my picks for today, for today's fight night. If you're watching it on the 26th, good for you. I'll be watching it on the 25th time difference with where I am, but it's gonna be a good fight night, a good fight day. I hope you all enjoy it. And I'll see you next time, good people. I'll see you next time. I hope you all have a good day, good evening, and good week, and a awesome fight week, a fight day. Otherwise, adios, adios.